Hey students, here I come again with the third poem of First Flight, and that is the ball poem by John Berryman. He talks of a very interesting, a very profound issue, quite relatable to everyone's lives. Talks about how everyone faces some loss in life, some sorrows in life, but how to cope with it, how to stand up tall, how not to lose courage, and how not to cling on to it and make it the be-all of your life. The poet John Berryman talks about a boy who has lost his ball, which is a very simple occurrence in the day-to-day life of any child. But the poet poses the question, what will the boy do now? What change has occurred in the boy due to his lost ball? And what will he do? The poet says he saw the ball go. The ball was bouncing down the street, and then it goes and ends in the water, and the boy stands there looking at his ball which is lost. And the poet says there was no one round there to say that he could get other balls too. For the poet feels that the boy has to realize that sometimes you do lose precious things in your life. And he's used the ball as a symbol for the boy's childhood. When the boy loses his ball, as the ball rolls down into the water, a grief which is so sad, a grief which is so deep, fills the boy, and he just stands rigid like a statue. He's trembling, he's shivering, he's looking into the harbor where the ball has rolled. And for him, the ball was a connection with his young days. He had the ball with him since long, and the ball might have held many, many memories for him, and he feels all those memories have got drowned into the water. And the poet says he would dare not intrude on this moment. He does not want to interfere in this moment and tell him that the ball is worthless. You pay a dime and you'll easily get another ball. For the poet realizes that the ball was a symbol of his childhood. And with the ball rolling down into the water, it is as if the boy's childhood also has gone into the water, and he is now in the process of becoming a mature person. A metamorphosis from a young boy maybe into an adult boy. The boy is looking into the gloomy waters, seeing his ball lost, and along with that his childhood, his memories, which are all connected with that ball. But he also gets a sense of his first responsibility. That is how he should behave when he loses something very, very dear to him. He realizes that the world is full of materialistic possessions. In this world, everything materialistic is very important. But the boy also realizes that the memories which were associated with the ball were much, much more important. And people will take balls. People will take away things which he holds dear to him. He will lose things which are very precious and dear to him. Balls will be lost. Memories will be, not memories exactly, but all what he holds dear would be lost one fine day. He will lose things in his life. And the poet says that nobody buys a ball again. What is lost is lost. But the experience of losing something should make you more responsible, should make you more stronger, and learn how to cope with that particular loss or grief. Because you may lose a precious possession, you may lose a precious person in your life, but you can't cling on to it. And secondly, the poet says money is external. Money can never buy you all the memories which are very dear to you. Money can buy you materialistic possessions. Money can buy you the concrete form of something. but not the abstract which is associated with it. The abstract is all the memories that you hold dear with that person or the thing that you have lost. The boy is desperate to get his ball back. Though in his heart he knows it's going to be very difficult, for it has gone into the waters of the harbor. But he is learning too the lesson very well. He has understood the nature of his loss. He has understood the knowledge, he has got the knowledge what this loss means, what it implies. And he knows that when you lose something, he has realized how to stand up. And that every man one day is going to lose things, he holds close to his heart and close to his very being. And he knows that most of the time, most men learn how to stand up and take the responsibility of the losses that they face in their day-to-day life, in their everyday life. I give you all a brief synopsis of the poem now. The poet tries to tell the readers how to cope with losses, how not to let grief overwhelm you, how to take up the responsibility of losses you face in your day-to-day life. He uses a very mundane object, an object used every day by a child, and that is a ball. He uses that ball as a symbol of the child's innocence, of the child's spirits, and all the memories that could be associated with the ball would be of that boy's childhood. Unfortunately, the ball rolls off into the dark waters of the harbor, and the boy is just standing looking at the ball going, and along with that the ball drowning into the waters, and the boy's memories, childhood memories, drowning along with it. He is horrified. He wants the ball back, but at the same time knows it's not possible. And he knows along with this, he has to let go of certain things. He has to have that sense of responsibility now of letting go of things, and he should not cling on to things which he cannot attain. And the poet very wisely refrains from not telling him that there are many balls, you can buy many balls, they are hardly worth anything. For he knows that the ball over here symbolizes his childhood. He's got memories associated with that ball which he can now not get back. And the child realizes as he sees the ball sinking into the water that he is now a grown person. He has to accept responsibilities. He has to realize that he will lose things in life. He is going to lose his dear possessions. He will lose objects, possessions, people, friends whom he holds very, very dear. But he has to not let that grief of separation overwhelm him, but has to behave in a mature way and just go ahead with his life. So people are going to take away things from you, but we have to learn how to stand up, hold our head high, and get along with our lives. Innocence is lost. When childhood goes, innocence is lost, and comes a young person who understands that there are many more things to do in life. There are many responsibilities which have to be shouldered, but they have to be done very, very bravely, not letting things over which you have no control overwhelm you or conquer you. Let go of those things and just go ahead with your life. Money is important. It will buy you all the material possessions in the world, but money cannot buy you the memories associated with certain events, with certain days, with certain objects. So the poet tries to say that let go of things, don't cling on to them, and behave in a responsible way. One has to have that strong character, that strong personality, that one should not cling on to things over which one has no control. Griefs will come, sorrows will come in your lives, but learn to move ahead. Learn to go on and on into the future rather than clinging on into the past. And here the poet has very cleverly personified the ball, talks of the ball merrily bouncing away. The ball is happily going into the waters, showing now you leave behind your childhood and take on a more responsible note. There is absolutely no rhyming scheme in the poem, but there is iambic pentameter used over here. Otherwise, the poem has no rhyme scheme at all. It is just a flow of words talking about a very, very profound and deep subject. Thank you. Hope you all have liked the video and kindly get back to me through the comment section.